Broadcasting live from the Ventrex studios in Frisco, Texas. It's the GenXR podcast with Doug and Mark coming at you live. In studio today with a very special guest, Diamond Dave. All of you on Facebook know the three of us, but those that don't know us, well, we went to high school together. Way back in 1987. So why is that relevant to you, you ask? Well, if you do the math, that makes us all part of the Gen X population. What up, boys?
What up, what up, what up? Do you still go by Diamond Dave, or is that an unacknowledged nickname nowadays?
It all depends on who asked that. It's, it depends on if I'm my wife or not. And here, Diamond Dave, and I usually don't turn around. So.
Diamond Dave. I heard a rumor, I don't know if it's true, Dave, that was, he had Eddie Van Halen teach him guitar lessons.
As much as I would like to say that was true, that was untrue.
Damn.
Yeah. Fake news.
That was fake news. Before it was fake news.
That was fake news. I had one lesson at the Melody Shop.
Oh, dude, the Melody Shop at Prestonwood.
Prestonwood, yep.
Dude, there was a dude. I'm hung up.
What? What'd you do?
Nothing. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm okay.
Okay.
There was a dude that worked in the Melody Shop when we were in high school, and he was in a band called Soaking Wet. And I was in there with Bramhall one time, and we were looking at amps and stuff, and then talking to the dude, and he's like, man, you got to come check out our band. And I'm like, what's your band name? And he's like, it's Soaking Wet. And I kind of look at Bramhall. Bramhall looks at me, and I go, what? He goes, like soaking wet panties?
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, yeah, well, yeah, I'm 17. I don't know if I can get in, man. A band name, Soaking Wet.
I don't know what to think about that. Now, Dave, you had mentioned that I was the first guy to sell you a guitar.
Yes.
You still have that guitar?
It's not in my possession, but when my cousin, he wanted to start learning how to play guitar, and I said, okay, you can borrow this one. I'll let you learn it to play on. And then for some reason I go, hey man, I really want that thing back, because after I got it from you, I put it was a red.
Wait, you didn't explain how you got it from Doug though.
Oh yeah. So
I'm not going to say, sorry. I almost did it.
Wait for it.
Yeah.
Wait for it.
So anyway, back then, we all wanted to be rock stars, and Doug had this awesome guitar. I go, hey, man, I really want to learn how to play guitar. And he goes, well, I'll sell you this guitar. I go, why? He goes, I'm going to start playing trumpet.
Because I'm trying to get chicks.
Chicks dig the trumpet.
Chicks dig the trumpet players.
Do. Yes, they do. Jealous?
Hey, man, I got a good accordion in the car, too, man.
Jealous?
Don't do that.
I didn't even know I did it. I didn't even realize I did it.
That's gay Doug that just checked in.
It wasn't.
So I bought this red guitar from him, learned how to play. Was it but Deep Purple? Yeah, 3-chord. And so my cousin ended up borrowing it, and then I remember the first thing after I did was it wasn't really raw enough, so somebody, it might have been one of those dudes at the Melody Shop, that goes, hey man, here, why don't you put this gold Gibson pickup in it? So that was a red guitar with this big ass double gold.
It's like $900 for the pickup.
No, I don't know what it was. He probably found it in the trash in the back and sold it to my dumb ass. And then so I put it in that. But yes, my cousin, I don't know if he still has it or not, but I wish he did, because back then, all my rock stars, they played the Jacksons, the Flying V, and they all had that pointed neck on it.
Yeah.
Well, the first thing I did is I took it out, because then I think the headstock on it had more of a Fender, had the Strat headstock on it.
Oh, right, yeah.
And so I took it out in the garage, and I took a saw to it, and I sawed it into a point.
My guitar.
Of course, it was all,
you mean not like a bandsaw or anything? Like you had like a hacksaw?
Like you saw a limb off a tree. All right, and so I sawed it down into a point. Of course, it was all warbly and stuff. It wasn't straight at all. And then I took spray painted it black.
Now, was this when you lived at the
Diamond Dave Custom Guitars
Tree location, or was this when you had the upstairs?
Bent Tree. It was Bent Tree.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah. Okay.
And so, yeah.
We all have been to parties at that house.
Yeah.
Remember the donkey? That was fun. I didn't think the donkey would do it, but it did.
I know. You pay him a little bit.
Yeah.
It was just a trick getting it up the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness
there's
gracious. Well, those of you out there who don't realize this, we kind of mentioned it in the intro, but graduated in 1987 from the Plano Senior High School. And so I'm 51. Mark is like 50 something. And Dave is 51. Holy crap.
Going on 52 in September.
November. But mentally, I'm 13-ish.
Probably right there with you, man. Yeah, I think that's why we're all here right now, because some really good shit's going to be coming out here in a little while.
Well, Mark, you went to the Art Institute of Dallas learning video production. You figured that was the way of the future, and you wanted to not work for a living, and you wanted to like sit down and make videos and stuff.
I wasn't thinking any of that stuff, man. I went out to L.A. 2 weeks after the L.A. riots.
Oh.
In my rock star days, and got out there. The whole city was burning down, and I'm thinking, I might need a backup plan if this rock star thing doesn't work out.
Oh, because you went there because you were in Black Diamond.
No, I wasn't in Black Diamond. I was in a competing band called Roz.
Roz.
That's right.
So all these years I had you pegged as the Black Diamond bass player, and that wasn't true?
No, that is a fault. That is a what is it called?
Every once in a while we played with them.
Yes.
But that's
we.
You were in like Wasted Youth or something like that.
Yeah, so we would just play. I mean, we played this little bowling alley at Brian Howard's Lake House. Remember that one time?
Yeah.
And for some reason, I thought I could play "Still of the Night" on a BC Rich Warlock with a bow. You know, I mean, yeah. But I had it there. I mean, I was just there for a complete, just show. You know, I didn't do anything. But man, the chicks were like going crazy. Yeah, it's so fun.
Well, that's why you do it, man.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm sorry, Mark. Go ahead.
No. That's it. And so when I came, so to your point, Doug, when I figured out that the Rockstar thing might not work out, I went into the whiskey, the Gazaris, the Troubadour, all these bars that like all my idols, all those bars, man, on Hollywood Boulevard. I've been to all of them. I went in and they're the size of a closet, and there's 13 bands, and this was in 92 because the riots were in April in 92. So I'm out there late April. And I go,
I'm sure you looked like you could take care of yourself too, right back then.
No,
right?
I probably weighed 3 pounds less than what I weigh right now.
And you had long hair.
I did have long hair at the time.
That was a bonus.
That was a bonus. I did go into a bathroom on Venice Beach. I had like $13 in my pocket, and I went in. I was on Venice Beach. I'm checking it out.
And you walked out of the bathroom with $25.95. What did you do in there, Mark?
When I was running out of money, and I'm like, hey, well, to your point, I go in there, and there's like 15 dudes just standing in the bathroom. Mexican dudes, like I guess illegals or whatever the deal was. And I walked in and I went, all right, I guess this is the way I'm going out. Walked up to the urinal, took a pee, and I'm like, they're gonna kill me over this, this $13 out of my pocket. Turn around, they all just standing there, and I go, peace out, and I just walked out. That was on Venice Beach. Anyway, long story short, I go into all these bars.
Yep.
See all these famous bars that my childhood idols bands came from. So I'm like, I'm there. They're closets. There's 13 bands a night playing, and all of them, and this is 92, so glam is dead by this point. Nirvana has come out and destroyed every band. And I'm telling you, dude, it was like going into a time warp. Every band looked like Poison.
Dude, you could have just put marbles in your mouth and sang, and it would have been fine.
It's not that. It's this
kind of like today, only with a auto-tune.
I'm just saying that all the bands look like Poison, and Poison was like, it was like when Nirvana came out and destroyed all those bands, like, I'm like, I better come up with a backup plan. Hence your comment. Yes, I went to the Art Institute after that.
Yes.
To learn video.
Yeah. And Dave, you, after graduating the great Plano Senior High School, what were your big dreams?
Man, I just went with the flow. I went to University of Oklahoma, graduated there, came back here. And
with Howard.
Huh? Yeah.
With Howard.
And then came back here and then started a video production company.
Yeah.
You know, we all worked.
How ironic.
Yeah, together there. And I videotaped weddings and did, you know, low budget commercials, TV shows.
Low budget porn.
Yeah. No.
Everybody says that.
Yeah, those would have paid better.
The weddings were the best, you know, where you had to dress up into a suit and tie and you're sweating balls.
Your ass off.
Yeah.
And then, but anyway, it all depended on who the clients were. And you knew on the pre-interview whether you're going to get hammered that night or not. I mean, you knew it.
Yeah.
You knew it.
Yeah.
They're feeding you drinks while you're shooting. And like the video starts off very, very steady, and towards the end of the night, like it's kind of like sideways.
But you know what's funny is you see all these wedding bloopers and all that kind of stuff of people. I mean, just hilarious stuff. People getting sick. I did it for I can't tell you how many years, and I don't have one. Not one.
Like the cake falls down or
nothing.
nothing.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm going to give you all a great story, but
I videotaped a bunch of weddings too. I mean, and you're right. I don't recall anything significant either.
Was it on the digital 8 camcorders, or was it?
Had a Canon L1 high 8.
The L1s were really good.
Yeah, no, it was a high 8. There was no digital in there, man.
Oh, okay, the high 8.
You could like.
It was on 8, but then I upgraded to high 8.
Yeah,
no. And then at the height was the digital 8, which was backwards compatible, so you could play all your high 8 and your
your regular 8.
Yeah, and somebody actually just recently said, "I've got this high 8 tape, and it's got my kid when they were little." And I go, "I got this. This is the Sony camcorder that supposedly when you put it in night vision, you can see through clothes."
Yeah.
So I fired it up and I opened it up and it opens it up and I put it in there. It wouldn't work. I'm like, son of a gun. It didn't play her tape. So I was really bummed out. But then it was the digital 8. Then it was the mini DV.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I never had one of those. Mark, no? I think Mark had.
I was sticking with it. Like, what did we start with? Like, you had, when we were in high school, you had the 8 millimeter.
8 millimeter, or that camera was about this big. Yeah. I carried that thing. I was the kid following the white plastic bag floating around in the car, and I videotaped everything, and I still have everything. I mean everything. So if any of you somebody out there go for political office, I got you.
Not happening.
Let me see if I can
break out that checkbook.
Rack focus that bag rolling across the parking lot. Yeah, it was fun, and then it was the mini DV.
What about SVHS?
Oh, yeah, that was before.
That was like the big deal, man.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I mean, let's really. It really wasn't that big a difference.
No, but the big deck, I mean the big VTR deck, you shove that thing in there and the LED lights were cruising along, and you could scroll if the tape was dragging a little bit, you could adjust the drag on it. Ooh, you can change the color too, and it would always like fuzz when you press the knob. You'd like do it and it'd fuzz, but then you'd like, oh, now it's stuck. Then the Beta Cam SP.
Betacam SP. That's when you start upselling. Like, we can shoot it on SVHS, but if you really want high quality, you need to shoot it on Betacam SP.
That's when the big bucks started rolling in. The Betacam SP, and then DigiBeta. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
And then it became digital. All right. So the Panasonic HVX200 had the P2 cards that cost a lot of money.
But before that, though, you got DVC Pro. So you got DVC Pro.
Oh, that's right.
And then you move to those cards.
Yeah, because remember the VHS Betacam, it was Betamax. Remember the war?
Yeah, yeah.
What Sony was
Sony would not
VHS was Sony, right?
Sony was proprietary. And whoever came up, JVC, I think, came up with the first VCR, and they were like, yeah, we'll license the technology to anybody. And then you got everybody on the earth making VCRs, which the tapes you could put them in SLP, and they'd record for like 6 hours.
Yeah, 6 to 8 hours, and then slow.
So, and Sony's like, but ours is better quality. Oh, great. So I'm going to watch Blade Runner, and it's a 3-hour movie, and I've got to put the tape in four times. I
got to have three parts to it. Yeah, so that was the war, right? And I think that's a very interesting war because then it came around again with HD DVD and Blu-ray. What year did heavy metal change forever? What year did heavy metal change forever?
Well, hold it. 92.
Yep, that's exactly the right answer.
How in the hell did you know that?
because Nirvana came out and destroyed every single band that we loved and knew growing up in one instant.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking of the movie Heavy Metal.
The cartoon?
No, yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry.
Maybe I should have said hair metal.
Yeah, what year did Heavy Metal change forever? So it was 92 with Nirvana?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The second they came out, man, it changed music forever. I don't know. You guys may have a differing opinion on this, but I don't know. I don't ever recall in my lifetime music shifting like that on a dime instantly like that. Like a band changed the entire music landscape with one album.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Yep.
I mean, it was over. Rat, done. Warrant, done. Motley Crue, done.
I mean, they couldn't make albums after that because of it. Or they tried like
Who?
Rat and Scorpions and.
Well, they all tried.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like when disco was the big thing, and then heavy metal came. Imagine after heavy metal came, but it took it a year to get there. Take that year out, and then bam, disco was dead. Then boom, heavy
the Bee
metal
Gees
was
came out, and then everything ended.
Yeah, but it was a gradual. Who was it? Quiet Riot that first started it all, maybe.
What do you mean?
The when it went to heavy metal hair.
Oh
band.
man, no, Sabbath, dude. Black Sabbath.
No, I mean, okay, let's say.
Well,
more of a
Kiss was heavy metal.
Hair metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
This was considered by the old.
yeah,
our
but
parents.
I would say when it really took. Mark, you know this better than I do. When did it really hit the sunset?
Oh, you mean like when like Van Halen and Quiet Riot, Van Halen, Quiet Riot.
80s,
you could throw Motley Crue in there because Motley Crue is like 81.
Yeah, so I'd say 80.
So yeah, it's 80, 81 is when even though I'm a huge Kiss fan, and Kiss was they were really huge in the 70s, and we were all little kids then. And I just remember like how much it impacted me when I saw a Kiss album cover. I was just like, I don't even know what is this?